today because Ruth Ann called me. We didn't have another speaker for today, and she talked to me about Anya's mother, and I'm like, oh, I think I overheard something about her being in business as well. It's amazing that as the mother does, so does the daughter, so will the next generation. So I have the great pleasure of introducing Yvonne Logan, who's the mother of this great, wonderful, talented young lady.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to be able to speak. I really appreciate that. My name is Yvonne Logan, and I actually have two businesses. One is I do organic soap and skincare, and the other one is I also do embroidery. So some of the shirts that you see like that she has on there, the Kentucky fan, I made sure it's not trademarked, so it's okay for you to put it on. But anyway, you may have seen Logan on the back of a couple of the shirts, or Kentucky fan. I know that there's some Kentucky fans in here.
You're not a real
I just like the black and red. I don't really care.
She's not a real
I don't really care.
Thank goodness. I'm sorry.
There was a high school reunion, I think it was, and they had 9 awards all that on there. So anyway, while I'm talking, I'll just go ahead and pass out, just so that you all can pass it around, smell. This is the organic soap, and then this is whipped shea butter. And you all can actually test it out and put your finger in and rub it on if you want to. It's a tester, so you're more than welcome to. But anyway, the name of the skincare product is called Feel So Good. And the name of the embroidery business is called Embellished Stitches. And so anyway, as Anya, as she mentioned before, it's kind of like entrepreneurship runs in my family. My grandparents owned a record store for over 30 years. My father owned 2 businesses that did well. I used to have a commercial cleaning business for 7 years, and then I sold it to stay home with the children. So now we've started back up again, and I'm doing some organic soap and some other things. My husband and I also have some business ideas that we're wanting to do together. So we're kind of a family that does not really like to work for people. we want to be able to work for ourselves. And that's kind of our motto, that we're trying to teach our children to do the same thing. So anyway, as I said, we try to install that to our children. Anya just seems to be the first one to take off, and we're trying to motivate our other ones to do the same. But anyway, as far as my embroidery business is concerned, right now it's at the very beginning stages. I have done some bags, like a tote bag. I've done some shirts, as you can see. I did her logo on the side of her shirts. I don't know if you all, it's on the arm of her shirt here. It's kind of small, but it's supposed to be that way. Anyway, it's for ACC, for Anya's Creative Colors, with a little swirl like a tie-dye. Right now, as far as the embroidery, I haven't found my niche yet. I haven't really quite found the market that I really have kind of put myself into. But as far as the organic soap, I've kind of done more of that. Right now, I have 6 scents. I have lemongrass, I have lavender, I have oatmeal, milk, and honey, which is what's being passed around right now. I do have unscented for sensitive skins or for babies and that type of thing. And the smell of the lotion that's being passed around, that's called Good Enough to Eat. I like that one the best. Because it does smell good enough to eat. Anyway, I also sell whipped shea butter. And what I'm doing is I am making the scent of the shea butter the same scent as my soap. Because, for example, when you take a shower in the morning, so forth, you want to be able to kind of continue that smell throughout the day. So I went ahead and decided to make the shea butter the same scent as whatever soap that it is that I have. So people can actually purchase that as a package as well. The whipped shea butter does not contain any water. When I have had lotion at the store, I put it on, it's kind of watery. It doesn't really last very long, and so none of my products contain any of that as well. And also I'm doing lip balm. Now I know we're going to be coming up to winter time, and I'll be doing some organic lip balms as well. As far as my soap is concerned, the ingredients that I put in there, they're all organic oils like coconut oil, vitamin E, palm oil, shea butter, some castor oil, and some olive oil. As far as my shea butter, or my whipped shea butter, is unrefined shea butter and vitamin E. And that's all I put in with the essential oil, because I think as far as shea butter is concerned, it's very good for dry skin, if you have rashes or things like that, eczema. And then also my lip balm, I have like organic coconut oil, some vitamin E, some shea butter, and a couple of other things. And I think what makes my soap different from other people, number one, is I try to produce just the right ingredients to have a hard bar with lather that also is very conditioning. And I use organic material, and also I try to use, if I'm doing some coloring in my soap, like my peppermint may have some green, or my lemongrass may have some yellow, I try to use natural coloring like turmeric for yellow, or alfalfa makes it green. I may even use cocoa or coffee to make it brown. So I try to use a natural coloring. I don't use dyes or any harsh materials or anything like that in my soap. Let's see. As far as the embroidery, I wanted to do the embroidery business because I like to spruce up common items and make them really nice. And also a lot of people like to have their names. They like to see their names embroidered on something, so I thought that was nice. As far as organic soap, I started doing organic soap because I became more health conscious. Our family wanted to do more natural, more organic, more health conscious types things, and so I decided one day I was going to just make my own soap and not go to the store and buy the commercial things anymore. I didn't want to buy the commercial soap because they contain a lot of toxins. They have a lot of carcinogenic ingredients that causes cancer. And so I didn't want to fool with that at all. I wanted to know what I was going to put on my skin. And also we wanted to go ahead and help other people to become more health conscious as well. Our friends, our family, or people that we might meet, we can talk to. Because being healthy is not just about what you put in your body as far as food. It's also what you put on your body as far as on your skin. I have a friend of mine, and she makes the best organic deodorant. I've tried it before. I never could perfect it. It always was harsh on my skin and so forth, but she has done an excellent job. And so I only buy my deodorant from her. So anyway, and it's good for the environment as well. And some of my goals, just like Anya's, I would like to be able to grow enough where I can sell internationally. That would be one thing. I would like her to become very successful so my husband can be home and we can all work together as a family on the business full time. And I also would like to be able to see some of the organic soap products sold in the local stores. I haven't been in Madisonville for very long, but I haven't seen any since I've been here. I can go to the local stores and I haven't found any. I don't know if anyone else is selling them, but I would like to be able to see the product that I make, because I think it's very well done in some of the local stores, so that people can become more health conscious. Some of the challenges that I face with this is, number one, having the time to devote to everything. That's kind of hard, the mother of 5 and homeschool and everything else, clean the house and all that. But the time is the one thing. Coming up with the right recipe, just the right ingredients that I feel is satisfying to me can be challenging as well. Marketing, being able to have my product out there. Right now, my website is under construction, so that's, you know, and it's right now is word of mouth. That's how it is right now. Friends or family or someone that may hear, like you all hear, right now is word of mouth, but my goal is to get it to be able to be known by, you know, around here. And that's really about it. I don't know if you all have passed everything around and smelled and touched and all that, but if anyone has any questions, you're more than free to ask. Yes, ma'am.
Do you do like gift baskets or like collections of your stuff in some way?
I would like to do the baskets. Like I said, I would like to be able to put together maybe a basket with some soaps and lotions, or maybe even some lip balms. Like I said, it's starting to, it will be turning cold fairly soon. So I would like to have a basket. As far, I don't have a price for a basket. Right now I have a price for things individually, but I don't have a price for the baskets.
Christmas is coming.
Do you have a website also?
I do. I have a domain, but the website is not up yet. But that's in working.
Are you using social media or anything like that?
No, I haven't gotten to that point, but that's what I plan to do. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
First of all, I'd like to invite you and Anya to join the Hopkins County Art League. It would be nice to have more than just painters. I'm the only non-painter in the group at this point, so you're welcome to both of you to join.
Okay.
Additionally, we would like to find a place for you all in Gallery Hop in October, and find a place for you to be able to actually have a storefront for a night and let everybody in town see the great things that you all are doing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk with you.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
My question always comes about on price point, ability, what your ability is to make, manufacture your product. And then my third question always is, generally speaking, what steps have you made to talk to other business owners and say, hey, would you like to have my products in hand? And how far along are you in that process? Have you just discovered the different lines you want to make? Or are you at the point, where you're ready to launch and you've got a good substantial amount of products to put on the shelf?
Marion, in the courtroom, that would be called a compound question.
She gets her money's worth.
What were the questions?
Right now, let's see if I remember all the questions. The first question, well, as far as I do not have anything ready to launch mass production.
Okay.
I do have some in stock, however. I may have 20 bars here, 10 bars here, 15 bars here, but as far as a mass production to be put on the shelf at a store, I don't have that just yet. Because it takes at least 6 weeks to cure soap. So it's not like Anya, she can make a shirt and it can be ready within 24 to 48 hours. For me, when I make soap, it takes anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to be ready to be. So it's a cycle. Now, as far as a witch butter, I can do that within a day. The lip balm, I can do that within a day. It's just the soap takes a lot of time to cure. So I don't have the mass production right now to put on the shelf. The way I do my pricing is I take my materials and my labor and then profit. And then I go ahead and sell it to the customer as far as the best price I believe that I could give them, that they would be satisfied at as well.
How much are you with buttering your soap?
My,
Soap is amazing, by the way.
Oh, my soap is $5 a bar. My lip balms are $2.50 to $3 for the lip balms. And the whipped shea butters for the 2 ounce is $5, and for the 4 ounces is $8. Now, some people may say, oh my gosh, I can go to Walmart and buy, some soap for $1.50 for, Ivory, or I can, get a tube of Carmax for 99 cents or something. But once again, if that's the thinking, and that's not the market of the people who are wanting to buy the organic natural soap. So I try to put the best stuff in there as possible. I could really charge less and give less ingredients as far as quality, but I don't want to do that.
My initial reaction to that was you're not charging enough for those products because of the uniqueness of that niche market that you have. You can actually charge more, you know, if your packaging is there and if your product consistency is there.
From a marketing standpoint.
Really, you could.
Yeah.
Right now, if you go to Whole Foods Market as an example,
Oh,
the
yeah.
bars and stuff that you see there, you know, $6 to $8, depending on what they are.
Right.
You know, so you do have some movement available there.
And I try to also make it as a margin if prices, for example, the thing is, things are always going up. So if eventually the prices of my organic oils happen to go up, I'm trying to leave us a cushion where I can, if I need to eventually over time charge more, I can still have that cushion. I'm not losing it. So that's one reason why.
Question back.
Okay.
Just a quick question. When is the line where you have to be compliant with the FDA and all these government regulations that really keep you from actually getting into businesses like this?
Right, I understand. Well, the FDA does not really like for you to classify your stuff as organic. So what I have to do is I have to say it's 100% natural. And that kind of takes me out of any type of, I don't know if lawsuit is really the right word, but you know, there's guidelines and regulations and things like that. So I would tell you all that everything I use is organic.